All right, what's going on, y'all? This is Andre Simpson, Young Wealth Builders. We're right back at it. We've been going strong all day today. Cash flow success calls. This will be our third one for the day. We're going to do one more at 9 p.m. So we went live at 10 o'clock this morning. We went live at 4 o'clock today. We're going live at 7 o'clock. So we want to thank everybody for coming out to our cash flow call today. And we just want to say hello as people get on. But we've been doing 3 cash flow calls today. Today we did one at 10 o'clock. And we did another one at 4 o'clock. And we're doing this one at 7. And we're going to come back and do another one at 9 o'clock. We want, first of all, thank you all for being a part of our page, Young Wealth Builders. We put out information all the time about building wealth because our goal is to help our people to build wealth that can be passed from one generation to the next. So we don't want to just post stuff and be pretty on Facebook. We want to give you some tangible stuff that you can utilize, that you can take home and start building wealth and changing your life for yourself and your family. So we're going to get started here in about 2 minutes. Appreciate y'all getting on. I was running about a minute or so late because my wife said I had better have the dishes done before she get home. So I had to go bust some suds real quick. And now we're going to get on here and talk a little bit about wealth building. So hope everybody had a great day today as people are piling on, getting off of work, traveling home and whatnot. Be safe. But we're going to share with you some strategies so that we can make, if you work a job, we're going to make that a little bit more interesting. We're going to show you how to increase your cash flow today. But not only that, but we're going to show you some strategies so that you can shift your income. We teach a strategy called income shifting so that you can shift from employee, self-employed, to becoming a business owner and an investor. So if you're familiar with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or even the Cash Flow Quadrant, which are my 2 favorite books on wealth building, get those, put them in your library. Robert Kiyosaki talks about going from the left side of the quadrant where you're self-employed or employee to shifting to the other side where you can become a business owner and an investor. Business owners have businesses that work for them or money coming in without them having to work for it. And investors have money coming in, period. They're not working for the money. The money's making money. So we want to show you today how to shift from the left side of the quadrant to the right side. And we're going to get started here in about another minute or so as people begin to pile on. We did one at 10 o'clock, had an outstanding, a lot of people on the call. We did another one at 4, had about 30, 40 people on the call. And we're doing one today and then again at 9 o'clock tonight. So, pack out to the call, let your friends know, let them know what's going on. We're about to change your life. That's right, Carla. Excellent, excellent book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read that, you're not even serious about building wealth. And so Cash Flow Quadrant is the second book. Put those books in your library. They will absolutely change your life. When I first read it, I stayed up till about 2 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't put it down. So it was just some things that he was saying that I couldn't put into words, but I felt that way. And it was a huge, huge thing in my life, changed my life. So again, appreciate everybody getting on. Hope you all had a great day today. We're going to get started here in 1 more minute. We're going to, so if you got it, I want you to, if you have the ability to grab a sheet of paper and an ink pen, we're going to be about 30 minutes. So if you don't have 30 minutes, go ahead and drop off the call. But we're going to lay down some strategies that's going to change your life in 30 minutes that can change your life for the next 20 years. So if you don't have 30 minutes to change your life over the next 30 years, this is definitely not for you. I would just go ahead and get off and keep on strolling on Facebook. But if you want to see, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of getting your butt kicked financially, then I suggest you just stay right here, because I promise you this information is going to change your life. No matter where you are in your life, this is going to change your life. So appreciate everybody getting on. And let me say this now, when I'm done, this is just information for you. So hang on to your checkbooks, hang on to your wallets and everything. This is just information when it comes to wealth building. All right. So when I'm done, if you want more information about what it is that we do, just in the comment box below or inbox me personally, just say, hey, I want more information. All right. So let's get right on into it. It's game time. So today, what up, Sean Rowland? What's going on, man? So this is Andre Simpson. I'm out of Tampa, Florida. The name of our organization is Young Wealth Builders, and our parent company is My Econ. And we're going to share with you things that we've learned. We've teamed up with My Econ Young Wealth Builders because we wanted to put some sneakers to what we talk about on Facebook. We don't want to just be putting happy posts and making you laugh and cry and smile. We want to give you something that you can take home and change your life, because I know people sitting at home crying at night about their finances. So let's get it. So if you have a sheet of paper and an ink pen, you want to write on your paper 2, leave some space. You want to put 4, leave some space, and then put 3. So you want to do something like that: 2, 4, and then 3. If that's chicken scratch, I'm left-handed. I do apologize. But 2, 4, 3. Now, the 2 stands for 2 objectives. Everybody on this call right now has 2 objectives. Number 1, you want to maintain your current lifestyle. So if you're getting off of work, you was at your job today, or if you were at business, you have a business, you were at your business today, you were working to earn money to take care of your current lifestyle. So you can put food on the table, you can put gas in that vehicle, you can pay for that vehicle, all of that. That's your main focus right now. Your second focus, oh man, I don't have no water. Your second focus is to be able to take care of your future lifestyle. Now, what we've shared earlier today, is that your future lifestyle is going to be paid for by either your assets or investments. Now, that's a game changer, y'all, because most people believe that their job is taking care of them. I was listening to a training the other day, and this guy said most people, a percentage of people, when they retire, they just automatically thought they had a pension. And I'm like, who does that? They automatically thought there was some money going to be there to take care of them. And that's sad, because I didn't even think that was going on, but it is. But your future lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen, is on you now. So you're going to have some type of investment or asset in place that's going to take care of you, okay? Financially, meaning you want the same standard of living that you have now or better at retirement. How are you going to do that? Experts say if you're making $50,000 a year, you want to have at least 10 times that amount in some type of investment, which is $500,000 a year. I'm sorry, $500,000 sitting in an account that will return to you 10% rate of return, which would be $50,000 a year for the rest of your life. So if that's what you need to be working on, that's what we call personal financial success. Write that down, because when we get done, you're going to want to be a part of what we do, and that's what we talk about, is personal financial success. Now, I would even venture to say that you're going to need more than 10 times that amount, because you're not going to put $500,000 at 10% when you're ready to stop working. You're going to want to have you're going to want to put that in something conservative, which would be like 5%. So you're really going to need about $1 million to replace $50,000 a year not working. And write this down as well. Retirement is no longer an age, y'all. It's not 65. When I get 65, when I get 70, it's not an age. It's an income. So you go look at your bank account and say, not yet. Okay. So understand, it's what you have in your account. It's your money working for you and ready to make more money for you. So we want to do 2 objectives. I'm going on to the next objective. You want to maintain your current lifestyle, but this is what you have to do simultaneously while you're doing the hustle and bustle, maintaining your current lifestyle. You're going to have to be funding your future lifestyle at the same time. So you're going to have to be somehow doing both of those at the same time, because it's on you. Now, the government put Social Security in place. We don't think that's going to be around. We call that social insecurity. Corporate America had pensions in place. They getting rid of those. Okay, those are dinosaurs in the industry now. The industrial age, the industrial thinking that we have, go to school, get a good job, company take care of you, that's not happening anymore. And why are we teaching our children to do the same thing? It's not working. So understand that those things are not going to be available for you. I was in the military, did 8 years, and I saw how they were giving people, say, hey, we're going to ask you to forfeit your pension and take a lump sum. You can go ahead and just get out. Okay, so if government is doing that, you know corporate America is doing it. Letting a lot, or they just lay you off, say, we can't use you anymore. So let's go to the 4 challenges. We're going to talk about 4 challenges, and then we're going to talk about 3 solutions. We're going to get it in and get it out. So there's 4 challenges that people are running into on top of trying to maintain your current lifestyle and simultaneously take care of your future lifestyle. Under the 4 challenges is going to be the silent income killer, which we call inflation. Okay, inflation. That is what we call the silent income killer, because that's slowly creeping up on your income. So while your income is remaining stagnant, inflation is constantly growing slowly and slowly and slowly. Inflation eats at currency, which is your money. And if you're not taking that currency and turn it into an asset that produces more money for you, then inflation is constantly eroding your money. Let me give you another example. If I had $1, right, back 20 years ago, I can go get a can of soda. You can go get a can of Coca-Cola for about 25 cents, right? 20 years ago. If I was to take that same dollar and put it under my mattress, and 20 years later go to the same store to buy the same can of Coke and the same 12-ounce can, they would say that's going to be $1 or 75 cents, right? So your dollar, it's the same dollar that you put under the mattress, but it's not worth the same value because you didn't put it to work. Okay, you got to put that dollar to work, and if not, inflation gets to eat up on it. So inflation, the silent killer, is beating. So I'm gonna give you another quick example, real quick, 10 seconds. You made $30,000 20 years ago. 20 years later, if you're making $60,000, you're still making the same $30,000 because inflation has went on and ate that money up as well. So you still have the same buying power at $30,000 that you now have at $60,000. That's rough. That's rough. B, underneath the 4 challenges, B is taxes. If inflation is the silent killer, then taxes is what we call the chainsaw massacre. Okay, because taxes take off 1/3 of your income right off the top. Uncle Sam takes his money right. They don't ask no questions. They just get that because they're not even going to allow you to give it to them. We're just going to take that right off the top. So you work literally from January to April to pay for Uncle Sam. You might see your check, but if you add it up from January to April, you're working for Uncle Sam. So you need to figure out a way to minimize your taxes legally, morally, and ethically. We're going to show you how to do that as well. C, underneath the 4 challenges. So we got taxes, we have inflation, we have taxes and inflation. Because of taxes, it's taking the money off the top. You still have to live. You still have to get a mortgage. You still have to get rent, pay rent. You still have to buy a car. You got to put shoes on the kids' feet, on your feet. You got to put food on the table. So we go and get credit cards or what have you, or financing. We still have to put furniture in the house, and we have to get in what? You said it, get in debt. So in order to maintain our lifestyle, because we say, hey, I'm making 50 grand. I don't know where my money at, but I make 50 grand. Well, Uncle Sam said we take 18, so that leaves you with 32. And now you're trying to live like you make 50. The creditors are financing you like you make 50, and you're trying to live and make sure everybody know you make it 50. So now not only are you paying $2,000 for a furniture set, but because they're going to tack on some interest, you're going to pay $4,000. That's the price of being in debt. Then you have a car you're paying $25,000, $30,000 for. Well, they're going to tack on some interest because that's the price of being in debt. Then you buy a house with a mortgage, and of course you're going to have an interest rate on that. Well, they tack it on a ton of interest, which again is the price of being in debt. So you have taxes, you have inflation, you have debt, all of them eating at your money every single day. So like my mentor said, we just losing. So we have to find a way to overcome these things. Last but not least is, I want to use this one today, is most people, the 4th challenge that most people have is they have 0 assets. Over 50% of people in America have 0 assets. That means they don't have any type of income stream that's making money for them. They don't have any type of asset that makes money for them. So when you don't have that going on in your life, guess what? You miss out on opportunities. Let me give you an example. If you're sitting at work, you wonder how the wealthy get wealthy. When you're sitting at work at 8 hours a day, work in your cubicle, whatever that you do, because you don't have an asset that will set you free to go do whatever it is that you want to do, you're trading hours for dollars. Guess what people with assets are doing? They're out finding more assets, finding more businesses, more opportunities that would build their wealth. That's how the rich get richer, okay? That's how the rich get richer. And we need to have assets. But we're trained, and I'm gonna move on to the solutions, but we have to understand the problem. Somebody told me earlier, get to the point, man. Get to the point. Well, you need some education because you're in this situation right now that I'm talking about. So when you have assets in place, you're able to be free to do the things that's most important to you. So I missed my point. I forgot what I was about to say. But let's go ahead and get to the solutions. All right, let's talk solutions. So in order to overcome this thing, taxes, inflation, debt, and zero assets, you're going to have what we call 3 smart cash flow solutions. Appreciate that, Damon. You're going to have 3 smart cash flow solutions, and that's what we're going to share with you right now. So on your sheet, underneath 3, you're going to create 3 columns. All right, let me help you out. 3 columns. You want it to look something like that. All right. The first column, you're going to put cash flow management. So the first thing we're going to do is we want to show you how to get your cash up. Second thing we're going to show you is business income. And then the third one is going to be investment income. 3 smart strategies. Now, real quick, if you were taking a trip from Tampa, I live in Tampa, Florida, to I have family up in Rochester, New York. So if you were going to drive from Tampa, Florida to Rochester, New York, the best thing for you to have is a map, or in today's GPS system. If you have neither one of those and you jump in a ride in your car without a map or GPS and you don't know how to get there, you just take off driving, guess what? You and your spouse are going to have a hard time. There's going to be some arguing. There's going to be some fighting. There's going to be some running out of money. There's going to be some wrong turns. There's going to be a lot of crap going on because all because of a small map that you didn't have and you decided not to take that map. Well, most people are doing that with their finances, y'all. We go 20, 10, 15, 20, 30 years without any type of strategy on how to build wealth or how to obtain personal financial success, and we arrive at our destination broke. Like 95% of people in America, in the richest country in the world, 95% of the people retiring broke is because the system is not set up to teach our people how to handle their money. Nobody's teaching that. Okay, so there's a huge market right there, and that's what we do. So now let's get into these strategies again. So you want to put cash flow management, business income, and investment income. Now write this down too. I hope this is some good information. And I hope I'm not going too fast, but I just get excited about it because I love sharing this. We're going to do it again at 9 o'clock. But write this down. This is the strategy that we're teaching you. It's called cash, asset, cash. Cash, asset, more cash. So you want to get some cash. We're going to show you how to get your cash flow up. You want to build, buy, or grow some type of asset that's going to produce you more cash so that you can invest and be able to obtain personal financial success. All right. Now, here's the problem. You, me, my parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, they all been practicing for generations this strategy called cash, liability, zero cash. Right? Cash, liability, zero cash. And that's what I've been taught. So when I joined the military, you know what I did? I got some cash. I said, "Woo, I'm going to buy everything that I've never been able to get." I went and got me a new car right away. I got me a video camera. I got my own TV. I couldn't wait. I have 8 brothers and sisters. I couldn't wait to get my own pitcher of Kool-Aid. Just my own, and put in the refrigerator and just sit back and look at it. That's mine. Nobody ain't got to worry about it being empty or nothing. I just fill it up when I want to. But we bought liabilities. I didn't know to go buy an asset. Okay. So let's get your cash flow up. Number 1, cash flow management. Understand that as an employee, if you're an employee only, you're taxed at a rate of 28 to 33%. Okay, that's going to be the first problem. Your taxes is going to be the biggest deterrent. What's up, TT Ron?